All right, guys. So recap: the good, the bad, and the ugly. I am beat. I am beyond beat. I'm going to tell you guys a little story at the end of this. It's going to blow your mind, but nothing surprises me in the sports betting world anymore when it comes to sports books and the lengths that they will go to screw over sharp bettors. And the cool thing about this, I have it all on video, and I'm going to put it together. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to show you guys what this sports book is trying to do right now. Okay, so good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start with the good. We won in Masterclass again. All right, we hit a couple really nice dogs. We had a plus 220 parlay, very rare parlay. I don't bet them very often, but there was so much value on this one. We won that. Jacksonville State, we bet them two ways. We had them as an underdog, plus 150 outright. We had them plus 3.5. That line closed at 2.5, and that is our goal, to beat the closing line. So good on that. So that's the good. The bad, I will say, is, I mean, it was neutral what we did in free picks, because we gave out, or I gave out, series winner on Minnesota, and it's bad that my Blue Jays lost. We'll call it that. But also, I gave out the Jays today. It was not a hedge bet, okay? It was literally a value bet on the Blue Jays as an underdog. They left 8 runners on base. They out-hit them. They just made mistakes and couldn't cash at key times, right? And now the ugly. Okay, so the ugly is this, and probably why I'm frustrated and I'm beyond tired. I went to cash some tickets from the weekend at a land-based sports book, and they're holding $10,000 of my money, and they refused to pay a ticket. I had 6 different tickets, worked out to like right around 50 grand, and they're refusing to pay one. It's been escalated. Now I have like a little slip from them saying that the money's being held pending investigation. But I have everything on film. I have me purchasing the ticket on film, because if they're going to film me, I know you can't film in casinos. If they're going to film me, fuck you, I'm going to film you too. I have me purchasing the ticket, giving them the money, and now I have filmed them telling me that they're not going to pay me on this. So believe me, you're going to see all of this because I have it all on video. I'm going to edit it together, and you will see a sports book refusing to pay. Now, if you guys remember back, 2-3 months, the same sports book, different location, but the same sports book, it took an hour to pay out a large bet. Okay, that one was around, I believe, including my bet and the cash out, I think that was around 40,000, and they were like refusing to pay it until they realized that I'd been videotaping them a whole time, and then you see their demeanor change like that, and then I ended up getting paid out, and I was not leaving that casino until I got paid because I won the bet. Well, same thing this time. I won the bet. I have the ticket, and they're telling me that the bet got voided an hour after I left the casino. I gave them money. They gave me a ticket, and they said they voided the bet about an hour after I left the casino. In what world can a sportsbook void one of your bets an hour after? Now, the interesting thing about this and them voiding it is there was nothing about this bet that was unusual. I bet the lines as they were. I handed them the money, and they handed me a ticket. And that's it. It's all on camera. So I eventually got talking to like a really high up supervisor, because I was not leaving that window. I got talking to a high up supervisor, and he assured me that he would look into it, and I'm going to get a phone call in the next day or so. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, this is the tactics. This is not the first time it's happened with these sportsbooks where they're refusing to pay me. And this is not some rinky-dink sportsbook. This is a $1 billion company in Canada. And they just make life as difficult as possible. They asked me to stand in front of the camera and have a picture, take my hat off, and like get a good picture. And you know exactly why that's happening. It's the same thing that just happened to me a couple months ago, that this is the first time that I placed large bets at this particular sports book. And what they're going to do is they're going to limit me next time I go in, without a doubt. And I will film it from the second I walk in. I'll just leave a camera rolling, and I will film it, and you guys will see that I am right. They're going to limit me. They are going to do the song and dance and say, yeah, no, unfortunately, you can only bet 2,000 or 3,000. The exact same thing they did to me the other casino after letting me get down 10,000 and telling me I could bet 10,000. Then all of a sudden it was 3,000. And it is the exact same BS process I went through the other one. And they can say, oh, you know, it was a mistake. And I have no doubt I'm going to get my money one way or the other, okay? But it's the fact that they go through this low down, greasy BS. They know they're going to pay out. But at the end of the day, they're going to make my life as difficult as possible to get my money. And then next time I go in there, they're going to go through this same thing that I just went through. And they're going to limit me. They're going to say, no, only 2,000, 3,000. It's why they wanted me to stand in front of the security camera and do all that stuff. And that's the nature of sports betting. And I really question at this point in my life why I even still do this. I understand that when I place a bet, it's a business transaction, okay? I give them money, they give me a ticket, it's a business transaction, and that's all it should be. But to me, guys, I hate the sports books. I've developed it. It's like a war, okay? And that's probably what keeps me going as much as anything else. My despise and complete and total disdain for sports books, their dirty practices, the continuous limiting of players. And believe me when I tell you this, I will unleash every ounce of my financial worth and abilities to hurt this casino. If it's through runners, if it's through rat holes, if it's through me getting down as much as I can at their various different locations until they finally find a reason to ban me from going in, I will hurt them because I absolutely despise sports books. To me, it is personal. It is me versus them. This is war. And that's probably what keeps me going. Because outside of that, I can't come up with a good reason why I still do this. I've made so much money sports betting. I've done it for 20 years this December. And when I was 21, 22, this was fun. When I was 30 years old, I was living the dream. At 41 years old, I question why I do this every single day, why I put myself through this. And that is the ugly today. All right. This is the stuff. You guys want to be professional sports bettors. People say, Bender, I really want to be a professional sports bettor. It's my dream. I was there. I get it. It was my dream. Okay. I lived the most perfect. I mean, hopefully it's not over. I've lived the most perfect life anyone could ever live for 20 years. I've bet professionally on sports, and it's been so lucrative, and it's been such an adventure. It's been such a journey. But people who want to do this for a living, I'll tell you, like, there's more behind the scenes that you don't see. All right. People who want to think that betting on sports for a living is like the movie Two for the Money. Guy picks up a sheet and says, oh yeah, you know, that's wrong, this wrong, that's wrong. They're going to win. I wish. It's 10, 12, 14-hour days. You end up looking like there's bags under your eyes and like exhausted mentally and emotionally from doing this, like, you know, 350 plus days a year. I don't take days off hardly ever. It's a lot of math. It's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of sitting in front of a computer. And then it is the heartache of putting your bets in one day online, then finding out the next day you've been limited, and trying to open more books and trying to find, you know, runners and rat holes, and then going to land-based places and dealing with this bullshit. Okay, this place is over an hour away from me. And I got to go back and pick up this money. And it's like, it's not chump change, but it's a total fucking waste of my time. Okay, I drove there to cash my tickets that I bought properly. I gave them money and they gave me a ticket. And now I got to go back. And I have no doubt I'm going to get this money. But sports betting, guys, is not hot girls on a yacht. Okay? As much as Vegas Dave and those guys want you to think that's what professional sports betting is, it isn't. Okay? Now, somehow I turned the good, the bad, and the ugly into a 10-minute video. But it's frustrating. And I want you guys to see what sports betting professionally really is. It's an incredible lifestyle. It's an incredible amount of money. It's a lot of good. But it wears you down at the same point. So that's it, guys. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly today. Best of luck, and we'll see you soon.